these two male mosaic clipfish are rivals. They are busy checking each other out to determine who is the bigger and stronger one. The mosaic clipfish belongs to the super clipfish complex, a group of closely related clipfish, most of which were originally described as individual species, then lumped together as just super clipfish. But further research has shown that they are, after all, distinct species. The four commonly seen members of this group are the super clipfish, the autumn clipfish, the ornate clipfish, and the mosaic clipfish. While these look distinct in these photos, given the variability in coloration and pattern, it is sometimes quite hard to determine which is which. The mosaic clipfish can be distinguished from others by the mosaic-like pattern on its face, as well as the dark markings on the flanks which loosely resemble a map of Africa. They prefer a rubble or coarse sand habitat, which also helps in identification, although super clipfish do readily venture into that habitat as well. As with others in the group, the males and females are slightly different in appearance, the difference being the height of the dorsal crest. That's the triangle created by the first three spines of the dorsal fin. In the male it's tall and pointy, in the female a lot smaller. Unfortunately, this difference is not so easy to observe, as mosaic clipfish, unlike others in the group, do not raise their dorsal fin much, let alone the crest, which normally droops over its head in quite a messy kind of way. This feature does help in identification though, as other clipfish are, well, neater in how they fold down their crest and dorsal fin. I found these two at A-frame facing off against each other, and as usual in nature, much of this is just pure posturing. The dorsal fin, including the crest, is raised, and the fish puffs out the gill covers to make its head look bigger. And then they just stare at each other, slowly moving back and forth and seizing each other up. The other clipfish which appear now and then are super clipfish, and they are not at all interested in what's going on. Physical contact is generally avoided, after all there is a chance of injury, but now and then it gets violent. Look at this. Let me show you this again, but slow down. It looks quite rough to me. They did this several times, although I only managed to capture it once. This kind of behavior is normally associated with mating. I did not see any females in the area, so I'm not sure if they were trying to attract one, with the female only choosing the strongest male, or whether this was simply an issue of having the better territory. In other words, this was about real estate, and I must admit it does have a lovely sea view. What is really interesting is that I saw this exact pair of fish over 2 days at the same location. That's a long battle, and it's probably an indication that the two males were closely matched in strength, although I got the feeling that the one on the left was winning the battle. Thanks for watching.